This is Fred Beck from Fred Beck Fighting, proudly sponsored by Empire Fight Store and Sound very lucky, joined by Steven. Steven, it's good to see you, mate. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Where are you joining me from now in America? Whereabouts?
I'm in Los Angeles right now. So yeah, I moved out here around like 2 years ago. So I've been out here for like 2 years in Los Angeles.
What made you want to move out there just to be a creator, content creation?
So I had a bunch of friends from Maryland, where I'm from, on the East Coast of the United States. And they all did YouTube and they're pretty successful at it. And they wound up moving out here like 2 years before me. And then, I've always made skits, skits for Instagram or TikTok for like a long time. And then I finally decided to just move out and just ditch everything behind in Maryland and move out here with my friends that already moved out here.
Well, that's awesome then. So you just went for it. You just thought, you know what, let's give it a go. And then you succeeded now.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's great. Because I guess, sorry, go ahead.
I'm so awkward at these. I'm sorry, it's so nervous.
Have you done it? No, it's fine, mate. Have you ever done interviews? Is your first interview? Because I looked you up, I couldn't find anything else. Is your first interview before?
Yeah, well, I did an interview with this guy that has a podcast in Maryland like a while ago. But besides that was like a year ago. But besides that, no, I haven't.
Yeah, it's fine then. It was debut, I guess. Then. So, how did you originally kind of get started with TikTok? Mydaddysteve, as you call it.
I kind of always posted just like, am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I am. I don't know if I'm like, I always made like a bunch of like fuck around videos. Just like whatever. And they never really like picked up. I mean, a few of them would here and there. And then right around November of last year, I have a friend who was like, you should take this serious. Like, you should just grind the whole year of 2020. You should just grind and push out a TikTok every day or at least 3 times a week and just grind it. Because he was saying like, I feel like you have potential and you're having a few, like 1 out of every like 5 videos would blow up. So he's like, if you just grind TikTok, you can make it something, you know what I mean? So I like took his advice and I just started taking it serious around like November, December, like around the end of last year. And I've just been going ever since.
And do you ever feel, because obviously now getting so many views on TikTok, do you ever feel pressure that you have to get more views or make it just as good? Does that pressure ever get
Oh yeah, no. Absolutely. It's like a saying, like it's like chasing the dragon, like you're trying to like keep up with the video that keep up with the numbers from the last video if that did really good. And it's just a constant like roller coaster, it feels like, where you're like, chasing the dragon, you're trying to get, keep up with.
Does it ever stress you out? Does it ever get to you though in your head? Does it ever stress you out?
Absolutely, yeah, of course, 100%. It's a big factor in like making content. I don't know. It can get super stressful at times. It's a big mental game. You know what I mean? It can definitely like the numbers can definitely like tax on your mental. So
the numbers kind of affect your mood. Like when you get like a high number, obviously 1 million views, 2 million views, that makes you feel really happy. But when you get, say, I guess if you're getting 500,000 views, that's still good. But then again, it's just 500,000 views. Does that kind of put you down, or do you try and
right? Yeah, and I know I try to always be like grateful for like, I try not to fix. I mean, everyone says it, but they try not to. Sorry, and hit the cord. Everyone says that they try not to fix on the views, and I am grateful for when I do get a video like that gets like 300K or 500K, but yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does mess with my head a little bit, because I feel like if say I posted a video and it got like 3 million views, and then the next day I post a video and it gets like 300,000, I just feel like it just wasn't as funny. I get a little self-conscious and I want to delete it. I'll get like super self-conscious. I'll be like, oh fuck, that wasn't that funny. Like if people aren't gonna, it's like, is it cringy? Like I don't know. I'm very hard on myself when it comes to if a video doesn't do as good. But I have a very solid friend group around me that they keep me in check, and they don't let me get too hard on myself when I have when it does get really hard is when there's multiple videos in a row that don't do the best, or not the best, but they don't do as good as
they don't live up to the expectation. What you're saying, basically.
Exactly, and that's when it gets pretty bad, and then you start thinking like, oh man, is this like going to be like how it is for and in the future, like is it going to keep going down, or is it it's definitely weighs on your mental heavily, when they don't do as good. But
that's interesting what you're saying there, kind of having a good team around you. I mean, when I always listen to podcasts, other kind of creators, they always say, oh yeah, have a good team, it's so important. Well, I guess we'll talk about that a bit later on. But do you ever kind of get a whole page, blank page of A4 and just write lots of ideas down? Is that how you come up with new ideas for the videos?
Yes and no. I have a section in my notes on my phone, and I have like, I don't have that many. I don't tend to write ideas down as much as I should. My best videos, like the videos that did the best on my page, were on the spot, and I filmed it right away. Like I filmed it on the spot. Like I came up with an idea and filmed it, because I have this issue where like if I come up with an idea and I leave it in my notes and I film it like a week later, I kind of like lose interest in that idea, or I just think it's not that funny, and then it just doesn't. I don't know. I don't enjoy the process as much when I write down ideas. A lot of my like 90% of my videos are just on the spot. Like I came up with the idea on the spot. But yeah.
That's really interesting. And do you ever find, what's the separation like from you in real life and then you in and not the interviews? What's the separation like for you in real life and then you in the videos? How different is
it? See, what I say is that it's completely different. Somewhat. I mean, I do have severe social anxiety. I mean, this is pretty. I'm like struggling to not be awkward right now. Like I'm trying my best, but it's like I'm like, my friends will say that it's pretty similar. Like I do have some super seriously awkward encounters, like in real life with strangers. Like my friends will notice it. Like they'll witness it happen, and it's just super embarrassing. And they my friends will say that it's pretty like close to how I am in real life. But I say it's definitely an exaggeration of like, I definitely, what's that saying? Like I definitely mirror my.
You put it on a bit more, basically. Exaggeration is quite a good word. I guess you put it on a bit more, a bit extra, a little 10 more %.
Yeah, right. I try to, I definitely, like every single video I make, I've definitely like awkward encounters. Like I posted a video of me going down an escalator, and I gave like the cameraman like a side eye. It was like really awkward. And that's like a real, like I had like escalators to me are so awkward. Like when you're in a mall and you're going down like the escalator and you're passing people, it's awkward. I don't know. I just try to exaggerate, like, yeah, pretty much just really awkward experiences that I've had. And a lot of my videos are like experiences that I've actually had happen to me. And I just put them on camera and exaggerate it a little bit. But yeah.
Have any of them ever shot in like live in person? Your mate might just be recording you while you're talking to someone else, or is it always you recording?
Yeah, there's one. I was talking to our waiter at dinner.
Oh yeah, like Kyle. Wasn't that Kyle who was filming that?
Yeah. I know, you know Kyle and Jeff and all them.
And I don't know them personally, but I've seen their content.
Yeah, you know of them. Yeah. I was with my friend Kyle and his girlfriend, and we were at dinner, and he just started. That was not planned. He just started secretly filming me, and that was real, 100%.
I think he put as a caption, "Oh, it's not a episode or no." So I think the caption was something like, "Oh yeah, it's not a skit." But nowadays it's really hard to like come up with like new ideas, new content, new videos to kind of be original. Where did you kind of get the ideas to make kind of the awkward videos from? Kind of who gave that idea? Or was that just you coming up with it? Because no one's ever done that before.
Right. Everyone. I mean, I've always just been an awkward person, and I've always like made skits kind of in that realm. I get a lot of my inspiration though from The Office, big time. Like this awkward comedy is just my favorite. I love like cringy awkward comedy. It's so funny to me. It makes me so uncomfortable. It gives you like a real feeling when you're like watching something that's like cringy or just like awkward or uncomfortable. It like creates like a real emotion in you. That's like, it's just like, oh man, I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, I got a lot of inspiration from The Office. Just how awkward it is.
Who's your favorite character from The Office then?
Michael Scott, 100%. I also love like how his character is so like oblivious, like he just doesn't get social cues, and he's just so just pretty much like not understanding social cues. That's like the funniest thing to me. I like his character like that.
Yeah, certainly. Have you ever met the actor though who plays Michael Scott, Steve Carell?
Have I met him?
Yeah, met him.
Oh, I've not met him. I would love to though. That'd be huge.
Are you sure you can't get him on the podcast on Jeff FM or anything like that?
I mean, that's a pretty like A-list celebrity. That's a pretty big guy. I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I could talk to Jeff, see if we could get him on the podcast. But that's a big dude. I don't know.
So if you think you saw it, say Steve Carell walked in the room right now behind you, walked past that Bart Simpson kind of poster, you would be starstruck.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, absolutely, 1,000%.
Well, he's one of those. Like, I guess because he doesn't. he's not oversaturated, Steve Carell. Like he barely does any interviews. He's quite, if you get an interview with him, then you kind of hit the jackpot in a way because it's going to get quite a few views. And obviously,
Yeah,
he's not in like the media presence. You know, you don't really see much paparazzi. He's never on Hollywood Fakes. You never see like much paparazzi of him, do you?
right. He's super like he's just not easily accessible, and that's like those are like the hardest guys to get because I don't. He just doesn't do interviews, and what makes I don't know.
They're the hardest people to get, but they're the best people to get at the same time. It's always interesting talking to them. Like you right now, it's good talking to you because you haven't done many interviews before, so no one knows kind of what you're really like. If you get what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I decided to start doing. Like I was talking to my so the guy that filmed the guy I was telling you that was giving me motivation, and he's like, you need to start grinding TikToks. I think it would do really good. He's actually like my day-to-day manager as well, so he's been like helping me with a lot of stuff recently, and he what did you just ask me? I completely just forgot the question.
Well,
Sorry.
what's it like having a manager then? What's that like? That must be quite cool.
Oh, I love it. It's amazing. So I obviously like I've been at the very start he was doing it for free. Just helped me out because he believed in me. And just recently I'm starting to give him a cut out of my income. But yeah, I love it. He does so much for me. Like he's been doing like invoices for me. He's scheduling meetings. Oh yeah, what about the meetings? He's the one that told me like you should start doing meetings. You should start like just putting your face out there more. You know what I mean? Collabing with like whoever. So like is this going on YouTube?
Yeah. But as long as I can cut anything out you want or anything like that. But yeah,
Oh no, yeah, no,
like,
of course.
yeah.
No, yeah, YouTube, perfect. Like if someone like looks up Mydaddysteve on YouTube, like stuff like this will pop up, and it's just like connecting with the audience more. I don't know. I feel like it'd be cool for people to see stuff like this. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always found it interesting. Like as soon as we'll use Danny Duncan example. When I started watching his videos, always like on Instagram little montages, you kind of want to see what they're really like when they're outside their videos. Then obviously, I mean, he doesn't done many podcasts. He's done about 5 or 4, and he's kind of blowing up. And so you kind of see what they're really like and then kind of how they got started. Always find it quite interesting. But as I said earlier, talk to me about your team. You got Jeff Whittick, Kyle. You're quite a kind of solid base there. What's that like?
Yeah, I love them. They're very genuine people. Very good people to have around you. They definitely are always like just constantly pushing me, motivating me. Always asking me to come do stuff. Trying to keep me. Jeff brought me to a trip to Utah. He was getting an eye surgery in Utah, and he invited me out to it. And that was the craziest week of my life, TikTok wise, like my career wise. Every single video, like they were helping me come up with ideas, and it was just like the creative juices were just like I don't know, they were just flowing. Like, I don't know, we were just bouncing off of each other's ideas. We were doing stuff for Jeff, and then they were helping me come up with ideas for my TikTok. And that week when we were in Utah, I had the best week of my life. I was getting like 3 to 6 million views per post, and it was like every day. Like every day I was posting another skit, and it was just like blowing up. It was crazy. And then I wound up going on Impulsive. That was mind blowing. I don't even know how I got there. I honestly like still to this day don't know how like that happened. Because Jeff was sharing an Airbnb with Mike. You know Mike?
Yeah, my mate.
Yeah, he was sharing an Airbnb with him. So we were obviously staying there. Me and Kyle, we were staying in like the basement part. And Mike like loves my stuff, so he wound up putting me on Impulsive, which is crazy because I watch every single Impulsive episode. I love Impulsive. It was just weird. So, but yeah, Jeff, he's given me so many opportunities. Like I owe the world to Jeff, 100%.
How did you meet Jeff? Is it true? Because I think he said on the podcast before, I don't know if it's true or not, but do you kind of just turn up and meet him and ask to work for him? Is that how it kind of started?
Yeah, we have a mutual friend. His name's Ryan Leader. He makes super funny YouTube skits. He's a super funny guy. I met him online, but we have a mutual friend that my friend invited me over to Jeff's. He's like, hey, I need you to do this bit with me. And my friend went there to be his like Italian cousin or something, walk in and barge in and interrupt the barbershop. Like he's his Italian cousin. And he needed me, Ryan wanted me to come with him to be like an extra cousin, like an Italian cousin. So I went there doing that, dressed up in like a white beater with my hair slicked back. I never met Jeff before in my life. I never met any of them. I only knew Ryan. And then we wound up going in there. We did the bit. I did like a special scene with Jeff where he like fought me. He thought I was funny. And then I just had a really good time. I thought it was so much fun. And then I wound up DMing Jeff. And at the time I didn't really have a job. This is like 6 months into me living out here in LA. So I was pretty broke. I'm not gonna lie. It was not looking too good for me. And I really wanted to I didn't want to just get like a normal 9. I don't want to get a 9 to 5. I really wanted to get a job that was like in the industry somewhat. So I DM'd Jeff a day later, and I said, I'll work for you for free for like 2 weeks, and if you like my work, then I have a job. That's pretty much what I DM'd him. It was some Gary Vee thing. I don't know. I saw it from like, I saw some from like, I think Gary Vee made a video about it saying that, I don't know, it worked. He wanted to message me back. He thought it was funny, and he said, come by. And within 2 days later, like 2 days later, I went to Jeff's for my first day of work, and it was so awkward, and I did so bad.
Why was it awkward? What went wrong about it? It seemed to work out fine now.
It was just it was just new people. Like I had to meet Oscar, his filmer, his editor. He came up and got me from the elevator, and it was just like the elevator ride was awkward. I never even met this guy before, and like the whole process was just scary. It's just new people, everything was just new, and I'm not like the best at filming and editing. I just said I'll do it for you, and if you like my work, then I have a job. So I just started doing that. I started editing for him, and then at first he was like iffy about it. I don't know if he liked it or not, but he wanted to give me a job just because he believed in me, and then I did that for about a month or two, working for Jeff with him paying me. So it's like just filming, holding the camera, editing for him. And then I did such a bad job that he wound up firing me. but he loved me. So instead of just kicking me to the curb, he wanted to move me up to talent because he wanted me to just stay in his videos and be in the videos as a character. So yeah, it was like a win-win for both of us. I don't know. I got fired, but then he wanted to make me talent. So such a weird.
I guess it's quite good. Yeah, it's quite a good ending there. It's quite interesting when you're saying that you don't ask, you don't get, and I think that's very true. But tell me about what's Jeff like? And obviously, everyone sees him on the podcast. Is that how he is in real life, or is he a bit different?
Hold on, I'm getting a call. Sorry, someone just called me, and now my camera just turned off. Hello?
Yeah, you're there, Steven. You're there.
Someone called me in it.
Wait, so what's Jeff like on off camera? Or what's he like there?
The exact same. I swear, there's no doubt. I mean, he's toned down a tiny bit, but I mean, it's pretty similar. He's pretty authentic, like how he is on camera, off camera. It's the exact same.
He's a nice guy though, Jeff. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, there was I don't know if I should I tell the story? There's a specific day where I realized that Jeff's a real friend, a real dude that I wanted to keep around. He's I don't know if I could say. Okay, so one day I was leaving his apartment.
Well, Steven, this will go up in 2 weeks' time. So if you want me to cut anything out, it's fine.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you can put the story in. Let me ask Jeff first. I don't know if you want me saying that. I mean, it's not bad, but I mean, it makes him look good. But I was leaving his apartment. It was keep in mind, he lives in Hollywood, right? Mm-hmm. And it gets kind of crazy in Hollywood at night. And it was 11 at night, and I'm leaving his apartment, and there's an alley beside his apartment, and I had to pull out into the alley to go onto the main road. And this is kind of a little sketchy alley, and it's late, and I'm just sitting in my truck, and I see these two guys. One of them walks in front of my truck in the crosswalk, cutting me off, and he started squaring me up, saying what's up. I'm like, what did I do? And then the other guy came up and opened my door, and they're trying to rob me. So I floored it, and the guy jumped, and the guy that was in front of my truck jumped out of the way, and I floored it, and I started flying down Hollywood Boulevard. Freaked me out, and I called Jeff. I'm like, dude, these two guys just tried robbing me. And then he went, while on FaceTime with me, he went into his room, grabbed a bat or some sort of weapon, I don't even know, grabbed something, went right down into his truck, and then tried to find the guys. He tried to find them while on FaceTime with me the whole time. He instantly grabbed the bat and then rushed down to his car, got into his car, and he started driving around the block trying to find the dude that just tried robbing me on FaceTime. And he would pull up to every single person on the sidewalk and be like, is this the guy? Oh my God. And I was telling him, dude, just let it go. It's fine. You don't have to do all that. Seriously. But at that moment, I realized he's willing to put his life in danger for me. That's just crazy. I don't know.
That's crazy, but that shows he's a real friend though. That's a good story.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Maybe it's a New York thing or something. I don't know. He has no fear. He's just ballsy. Yeah. At that moment, I realized I was like, whoa, he would really take a bullet for me. That's crazy. He just did all that for me.
Does that happen a lot where you're based? People trying to rob each other. Is that common or is that quite rare?
In LA?
Yeah, in LA.
I mean, LA's getting pretty bad. I don't know. Like where I live specifically, I don't live near Jeff. I live like 50 minutes from him. I kind of live outside of the city because I'm not a big city guy. Kind of freaks me out. But there's definitely like high crime in Los Angeles. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've never been to LA. Hopefully this year I'll come over. But I don't know, I'm cautious of time. I'm going for a little bit here, Stephen. But I've already got coming up for yourself in the next few months. What's on the line?
I don't really know. I'm just going with the flow. I don't really know. I don't have anything like. I do have this one thing that I'm working on. It's possibly like a show, a comedy show. But that's a big. That's a big. What am I trying to say? What's the word? It's like a big project, and it's definitely gonna be like way later on down the line if that ever did happen. And I really want to plan it out perfectly and take the right steps and be very careful with it so it doesn't just flop or something. I don't know. So, but that's really it. I mean, besides that, like skits wise, I'm just same old. I don't know. Trying to figure something out. I'd love to do I love to obviously branch out from TikTok and do like either YouTube or Twitch. I don't know, something. I need to expand. I just don't know exactly what I should do. Well, on these other platforms. So
yeah, I thought, have you not just tried posting your TikToks on YouTube or on your channel, just post a combination of them? Like 10 TikToks at once to post that as a video to kind of get yourself out there on YouTube.
Yeah, like a compilation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had some friends tell me to do that. Maybe it's just me being lazy. I don't know what it is, but I feel like maybe I should. I really do think I should. Because there's videos, there's people who make compilations of me. That's crazy to me. If you look at Mydaddysteve on YouTube, there's like TikTok compilations. That's so weird.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, but I definitely think I should. I should make like a YouTube like clips or something channel. Like
I thought if you have posted like 10 clips at a time and you post those as videos, then they'll kind of build a subscribers up. They kind of grow, and then you kind of got a bit of a fan base or subscriber base over on YouTube, and they can decide what kind of videos or what content you're going to post on YouTube, and if it's going to be different on TikTok. And I thought you got kind of some level, some base going on YouTube. Maybe that's something that.
Well, I have an account already. It's Mydaddysteve on YouTube, and I used to post all the time. I used to want to be a YouTuber before I started doing TikToks. I used to make vlogs and like skits on YouTube. But I didn't really enjoy it that much. I'm not the biggest fan of like editing. I want to be honest, like I suck at editing, and it's just like it feels like homework to me when I have to edit. That's why I love TikTok, because I don't really edit my videos. I kind of just film and put it up. But I definitely do think I have a YouTube channel, and I've gained like 11K subs on it. I've grown that YouTube channel. So I definitely, if I were to do YouTube, I'd want to continue using that channel. But maybe I should make I could make like YouTube clips and like put all my TikToks on that just to grow that or just get more exposure, but then keep my main channel as like, I don't know if I should do like vlog. Like everyone does vlogs. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
You know what I'm doing here? Have you ever watched the Eric Ordinary show?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
I guess that was quite similar to Jeff. That was quite similar to Jeff's Barbershop, though, wasn't it? Back in the day,
yeah.
It was. But what about kind of doing interviews where you could sit on a sofa with someone, just talk to them and make it really awkward or something like that?
I mean, I used to do that. I used to do awkward interviews with rappers. I mean, I only did like 3, but that was fun. I mean, I could do that. And also you get like, it's just like cool opportunities. You get to go to, if like that ever took off, I could be able to go to like, events and venues with artists and shows, but I don't know. I have no idea. I need to like really sit down and plan like what exactly I want to do. I'm really am thinking, doing YouTube, but it's just so, nothing's original. You know what I mean? Like everything's just so oversaturated. So I'm like really trying to like decide exactly what I want to do. I don't know.
Yeah, it's difficult. You're gonna go to find your niche. I guess that's a good way to put it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I found my niche on TikTok, but it's just really hard to like take that niche and put it on video or on YouTube in like a longer format. It's really hard, but I can make something work.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. But one last thing here, for doing merchandise, t-shirts, hoodies.
Say it again?
Yeah, for doing merchandise like t-shirts, hoodies, trousers, that sort of thing.
Yeah, the place I'm at right now, my friend owns a pretty big streetwear brand, clothing brand. And this is his warehouse. So he ships out all his clothes out of here. I used to actually work here before I just quit like a month ago to pursue TikTok full time. But he this is his like career. Like he makes like he helps people with merch, or he helps people, he just works with other brands, and he has like all the connections in this industry, like the merch industry or just clothing industry. So I'm like very lucky to have that connection. So I do plan on doing merch. It's, I don't know. Okay. I'll give me like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is really like, so I made a brand a while ago called Sex, and it's spelled SECKS. I just ripped off a cigarette brand logo. It's so bad. I don't know if I'm gonna do this, but it's somewhere like along the lines of that. I might do like 2 t-shirts and some socks, but that might happen. We got some samples made, and I'm gonna start promoting it once we get the samples in. So that merch should happen within like a month. So probably around like April.
Okay, that's not too far off.
April, May.
I guess in your TikToks as well, you can just wear the jumper with your merchandise. That's brilliant promotion right there, isn't it?
Yeah, and I have this one video idea I can do to promote the merch. It's a pretty good idea. I mean, at least I think it's a good idea. I don't know. I have a pretty good strategy to like promote it, and hopefully, it works. But
well, do you ever find that you put a video out, you think, oh, it's gonna do really good, and then it doesn't do as good as you think? I mean, there's the video you think, oh, this doesn't do that good views, but it turns out doing brilliant views. Does that happen a lot to you?
honestly, no, it's weird. I had it happen like maybe like I swear like once or twice. I can usually like feel when a video like I'll film a skit, and if I'm like iffy about it, I kind of know it's not gonna do like crazy. But I know when like if I film a video and like I genuinely like it and I think it's funny, like if I can just tell when a video will do good. So it's kind of weird. I mean, sometimes that happens, but majority of the time, like I can just tell like when a video will do good. But I don't know about the videos that do like I had the club video. I did like a video in the club. That was like my biggest video ever. That I didn't expect to do like that good, obviously. I thought it would, maybe do like, I thought it'd do like 500K to a million, like 100%. I was like, this is like super, like this is like solid. I don't know. I thought it was just short and simple. It was funny to me. So I definitely thought it was gonna do good, but that definitely like took off to another level. But
yeah, do you find you want to do more videos in the club then after the success that video had?
yeah, I'm actually scared of clubs though. That was like an exaggeration, but that's actually how I feel in clubs. I hate clubs or bars. I'm not a big like party person. I do not leave my house that much. So, I mean, I should for content, and I've been in like a few bars and film stuff there, or like parties, but I don't know about a club. Pretty scary. I mean, I should.
If you're gonna get those types of views, then you could take the risk, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know what to do. Like I have to like mix it up. I don't really know. I'd have to think about it, but yeah, that's a good idea. I should.
Awesome. Well, that's great, Steve. That's your first interview. So I guess that people will know what you really like. But where can people find you social media wise? Instagram, Snapchat, that sort of thing.
Instagram. It's just Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Instagram is Daddysteve, @Daddysteve. TikTok's Mydaddysteve, and YouTube is Mydaddysteve.
Awesome. I'll put the links to those in the description. But Steven, thanks for the time, mate. I'm sure we'll catch up soon, mate.
Thank you so much, boss.